Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm speaking to Mason, who's dealing with an extreme emergency on Amazon. Mason, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. And I do these videos just not only so Amazon can see what the human toll, and quite often it's been successful. And every other option has been tried by Mason, and we're just in a desperate situation. So, Mason, tell us what you're dealing with since the end of October.
So October 29th, about 7 p.m., I got an email basically saying that the brand Funko for me was restricted. I'm a massive Funko seller on Amazon. I do 3 to 4 million a year in sales with just that brand alone. And so the email basically said by midnight Seattle time, everything was going to be inactive for me, all the listings. And so at midnight, of course, everything went inactive. And since then, it's all been inactive. So I'm stuck with about almost 40,000 units stranded in FBA inventory and then about 25,000 in AWD just because of this brand. And there's nowhere for me to appeal it. My account health's 1,000 out of 1,000. So there's nowhere on the account health page for me to appeal any of this. Um, this is, going to cost me 70K plus just to get everything returned to me if I can't get this sorted out. And I'm paying right now over $10,000 a month in storage fees just to have it sitting there while I try to figure this whole debacle out. So that's kind of what's been happening in terms of how it all got stuck there.
There's a lot of other Funko sellers, right?
Correct, yes. And it seems most sellers are still up. All the listings that I was selling on, there was multiple sellers on, and those are all still active. The listings are still fine and people are still selling on them. It just seems a handful of sellers were kicked off for no reason. There was no reason in the email that explained what happened. It basically just said you're restricted and we're not taking any more applications at this time.
Right, and just so Amazon, Amazon should know, it seems like that it's targeting the legitimate large sellers, as crazy as that sounds, because I think what they're doing is they're just looking at the number of complaints. Now, obviously, if you're doing a very large amount, you're going to get more complaints than if you're doing very little. But the result is a massive injustice, and the legitimate high-end sellers, the ones who, if anything, we should keep just them, are getting suspended. How has the communication been with Amazon?
It's been pretty bad, honestly. I haven't seller support's kind of giving me the runaround because every time I call, since there's no notification on my account, they don't even know what's going on. Even when I upload the email, they don't really understand what happened. And I've sent multiple emails to certain email addresses to try to appeal this, and I haven't gotten any responses really at all, besides just the basic copy and pasted, if anything. So it's just been hard to even get in front of someone. I have 10,000 plus invoices from 10 plus, authorized distributors of the brand. I don't buy directly from Funko, but I buy from authorized distributors of them who buy directly from them. So I'm in contact with owners of these companies and they've been talking to Funko on my behalf. And Funko unfortunately won't help me because I don't buy directly from them. But I have letters of authorization from the brands I buy from, the distributors basically saying I'm allowed to sell on Amazon. It's just I can't get all this evidence in front of someone. So that's been my main struggle is just actually finding someone or somewhere I can actually just send the evidence where they can look at it and see that I'm doing everything by the book and I'm not, doing anything illegal or fraudulent or anything like that.
Right, right, of course not. And this doesn't only affect you, this affects some employees too. What have you done with them?
Yeah, so I had 3 employees. As of right now, they've all been let go. I also have 2 warehouses that I pay rent in, and it's going to be a struggle just to be able to just maintain my fixed costs like the rent. Unfortunately, because all this stopped, I have to just take all the revenue that's coming in from the other products I sell just to focus on maintaining the storage fees and the rent and stuff like that for the business. And I can't afford to pay them, and I can't afford to buy new product to try to re-kickstart everything, and kind of bring some more money in because I'm afraid that by spending that money, I'm not gonna have money to cover the fixed costs. So unfortunately, there's nothing for them to do. So I've just had to let them go.
Right, and how's your account health rating?
It's 1,000 out of 1,000. I got over 4,000 positive feedback. So I have like 3 or 30 negative feedback from the whole time I've been selling on Amazon. So it technically shows 100% positive feedback. So, really no complaints on Amazon besides the occasional authenticity strikes or some violations that I'm usually able to get sorted out with invoices.
Right, so this is like a disaster in the making. So if someone on Amazon completes, um, if you would speak to someone on the phone, probably like in 10 seconds, this is resolved, correct?
Yes. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just been hard to I just don't know where to send the evidence. That's been the issue. I can't present and show someone that I'm doing everything, by the book as much as I can.
All right, one last question. In the last couple of years, like, do you think Amazon has gotten better, worse, the same? What's your opinion in communicating with
Um,
sellers?
I think it's gotten a little bit worse. I would say, if anything, about the same. It's definitely not gotten better. I know they've been trying to take steps to have it get better, and it seems like they're trying to take some steps to help people, but like in terms of like the account health rating and stuff like that. But in terms of seller support, like when instances like this happen where it affects, hundreds of $1,000s and millions of dollars in revenue, it's impossible to get in contact with someone who can actually just fix the issue in a timely manner. And most of seller support, like I said, with an issue like this, doesn't even know what to do because there's no violation on my account. They just blocked a brand that we've been selling for forever. So if I would have had some heads up, if they would have said, oh, you have 3 months to sell through it or something like
Yeah,
that, that would have been more understandable. Or if there was somewhere for me to just submit an appeal. But like I said, it's hard to talk to someone at Amazon who can actually make a decision when large events like this happen.
exactly right. I was even suggesting that someone like you, like you would pay $1,000, $2,000 in a heartbeat to have a normal Zoom with the decision maker. So Amazon would even make money on that. I was there. And then the issue will get resolved because 99.9% of these times, anyone that shows their face like you, I mean, is completely legit. So I hope somebody sees this. And again, we're just trying to help Amazon to see how it's affecting real sellers. And hopefully we can work together so there could be processes in place so this happens less. Okay, best of luck. Hopefully somebody
Thank
sees
you very
this.
much. Really appreciate your time.
All right.